So prepping for CAAs this year, it's been a long journey. We start late August with practices. The girls hopefully come into the season in shapes, and we can hit the ground running right when school starts. It's a little bit different than ECACs, where we saw a lot of success. We gave them a full, we call it taper for this meet, so they should be feeling their strongest they have all year. They should be the most focused. They're excited, obviously, because everyone loves championship season. So we're looking to capitalize on some high energy, feeling good in the water, feeling good on the boards, and looking forward to our second championships in the CAA. I think some improvements we've made. Obviously, we've gotten stronger throughout the year. The weight room staff has done a really good job monitoring, building strength in all of the swimmers and divers on the team. And then just obviously repetitions in the pool. During a meet season, through January, we had back-to-back meet weekends. So that gave them a good little taste of, racing tired and getting used to that race atmosphere at dual meets, and kind of just conditioning them for a race environment. That environment can be hard to replicate. We try to replicate it as much as we can at ECACs at our mid-season meet. The dual meets are fun. They get to swim some slightly different events, but they do know that every race that they have is a tune-up and an opportunity to improve seed times for championships. So all of those things kind of go into the end game, which is starting on Wednesday down in Hampton. The message is always pretty simple. It's get up and have fun. All year, swimming and diving is a hard sport. It's a lot of early mornings. It's a lot of really long weeks and traveling. And, if we're not having fun, they're just simply not going to perform their best. So I think going down there, everyone's excited. So that's a huge first step, capitalizing on that excitement and really just walking in there for the first time tomorrow afternoon, seeing a pool that we're familiar with. We swam there last year, so there should be a pretty good amount of familiarity with the facility, the blocks, the boards, everything. So, all of those things, there's a certain comfort level to the girls, and I think that that's going to go a long way with having them get up and perform. And they're made for this. We do it all year long. We get them up and race when they're tired. We preach, racing when you're tired, and just using every moment that you have as an opportunity to do something special. So they're ready, they're excited, and I'm ready. I'm excited. Yeah, for us, I think relay success shows a lot about a program. Obviously, it's composed of 4 individual athletes. So when a relay can do really well, it shows a big step forward for 4 females on the team also. And the better the relays can do, that's usually a pretty good indication that your program is moving in the right direction. So I'm excited for the relays this weekend. They're gonna be exciting to watch. We're gonna be competing with Monmouth and Campbell. In a lot of those relays, we stack up pretty well against them. But swimming is a unique sport, and it's a race against the clock. Anything can happen, and it's always the highlight of every night is championships, both relays, championships on the diving boards. Being able to get one of those top 8 finishes for either event is a huge accomplishment for us. Yeah, so their confidence this year is, every year their confidence just gets more and more. They are 3 super tough individuals. One of our sophomore divers, Michaela, is dealing with injury, and she just always has a smile on her face. Jocelyn, another really solid sophomore diver for us, came in with very little diving experience, and honestly, you would never know. So those 2 feeding off of the experience that Sarah has given them. She's mentored them through it. She's a senior for us, and she'll actually be coming back next year for her 5th year. So just all of that experience that Sarah can offer to those 2 and the incoming freshman diver we have is really invaluable. And it's a short turnaround this year for them. Championships are a little bit later, going into the zone diving meet for them. So it'll be a nice tune-up. They'll have about a week or so at home, and then they're going to take off for zones where hopefully they dive their best. This will kind of be like their pressure-filled tune-up for NCAA diving zones, which we're excited for them to compete in. It's been we've only sent one diver, so having two go this year, it'll be great for them to have a teammate there and to kind of feed off of each other's success while they're down there. So we didn't go on a training trip this year. Instead, we trained here at home. We did do a trip into New York City. We went and saw a Broadway play, Hamilton, which was a great experience for them. It was a fun train ride in. They all loved the play. And then about a week later, we went to Kalahari, which is one of the largest indoor water parks. We went there for the night. And that experience was awesome for them. They had a blast while we were there. Going on rides with them, seeing them laugh, and just enjoying themselves and being kids, because I think sometimes we forget that they are kids at heart and they like to have fun. So those two things, really kind of kept the winter here at Bay, kind of kept them excited for something coming up into the future, helped keep their minds off of the hard training that we were in during that time. So those two things were great leading into Champs, and I think Champs, once we're there, it's fun. We're in a hotel really close to the pool. They'll get to walk to the pool. The weather should be pretty nice while we're down there, and then we're looking forward to a team dinner on Saturday night to kind of put a cap on our season and celebrate all of our accomplishments that we've endured and gone through this year. Just putting a nice little exclamation point on it and celebrating as a team while we're down there before heading back home on Sunday. So all those things go into a year. Sometimes they go unnoticed, but we really want to take the time to appreciate everything that we've been able to accomplish this year.